reflect on what is the meaning of that. Yeah.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa. Let me just rope in Shakeel as well. It's been a long while since I saw you.
Today you put me in three politicians.
Three politicians? Who's
I think I'll do more of listening.
There are only two politicians in the house.
The politicians always a politician.
As we welcome Mheshimiwa, we are in the business of leadership. Prof. We're not politicians.
You are beyond politicians.
We are in the business of leadership. And I want to say, leadership and politics are not the same thing.
Quite different.
They are very, very different.
I think I was coming to Shakeel Shabbir. Yeah, good to see you.
Thank you.
Yes, it's been a while.
Yes, thank you very much.
And thank you for joining us on Sokoni. A lot that we want to hear from you as well as far as the problems of telecoms is concerned. And the telcos, there are a lot of issues which are coming up. But so far, what is your assessment, especially on the editorial cartoon that we were having today, and this is what now we're discussing on that particular anticipated rally or the meeting in a
town hall.
In a town hall.
Mothers Union.
Mothers Union. In fact, actually, it's been aptly chosen as a mothers unions.
That's the name of the hall.
From the governor.
A rose by any other name is a rose. Yeah, it smells the same. I think that's the first thing. We haven't in Kenya, not really seen many town hall meetings. As per town hall meeting, I don't know why we use that word town hall meeting. Why couldn't we just call it a kamukunji to start off with? Yeah. So, we are Americanizing something that we should not do. If it's a meeting, and I'm told it is, as you said, sometimes the best thing to do in leadership is to let whoever it is do his bit, and let him shine or not shine out of his own volition. Because sooner or later, if you go and demonize this, you are just giving them the attention they need. Yeah, I'm not saying that they don't need that attention. They do. I have been part and parcel of opposition politics for some time, and it is how you place your position and who you deal with. And I really do feel that the government should just allow them to continue and see whether the reception is good or not. And the issue of, we fought very hard during the Constitution review. You were there. Yep. The Constitution review. I think, Professor, you were there. 97, 2000, 2002. We fought very hard to professionalize the police, to make them more a force of service and control of the control of the laws, not to be abrasive. But unfortunately, the people we recruit in the police force the quality determines the quality of the police force. And I can tell you one for a fact. I was a reserve police officer for some time. It really depends on that particular thing. And remember, the police officers get up. They're probably hungry. They're probably not being fed. They're going out at 5 o'clock in the morning, and they're going to go and control a particular situation. So, much of it depends on that particular police officer and that particular commander and those who are planning that meeting. Now, I see no agenda. Is there an agenda, Dr. or Professor?
Should be.
Have you seen a governor? Any agenda?
Yes, I have seen an agenda. You want me to answer right now?
No. So there's an agenda. Everybody knows the agenda.
Yes.
Everybody knows the agenda.
Yes.
Because everybody knows there's a meeting. So the meeting is saying we have a meeting at such and such, and one of the agendas is to discuss our dividends, to discuss A, B, C, D, E. Yeah? So the agenda is the high cost of living or whatever else. So if you can go and restrict yourself, because they had a town meeting in City Hall Was it City Hall? Or
Fungamano.
And I thought it was meant to be City Hall. I was invited to City Hall.
It was Town Hall.
Charter Hall.
Fungamano.
It was a
different one, a second one.
Okay. So let us, we fought a long time to have alternative views. And remember, bear in mind one thing, whether you like it or not, we must be working towards proportional representation. That's what we were talking about for a very long time. You cannot just write off a person or a group of people who have over half or nearly half the population of Kenya voting for half the voters voting for them. You cannot write that person off. What you really need to do is, there should be what we call a ground, like a holding ground. A ground with neutrality rules the day. What is happening right now is Sirkali ni yetu and we will do as we want. Yeah, and unfortunately that's even happened in the last parliament, the Kibaki Cup parliament. It did. You were there. It did happen. Yeah, it was only who you would take with you to go and meet your uncle what mattered. But did it really go? You know, that was the informality of it, which helped a lot. You know, the governor would just come and say, let's go. And President Kibaki would welcome people and say, come and have tea. But it now made him the more important person to be in touch with. So I think the issue really is, that is a sort of interaction we need.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. And of course, we have editorial cartoon from the People Daily as well. We're just trying to remind us of how it is getting hot in Sudan right now. How will it affect also